Hello friends, in this video I would like to explain to you about something which is very central to the theme of all the subjects which we study, especially in the field of science and mathematics. We often come across many things in science, in mathematics, and those new things, new concepts have different aspects which we at times fail to understand or find difficulty in understanding. I would like to tell you that whenever you see a new concept, a new topic, then you take that concept or topic to understand in a layered approach, and you should break that concept into 3 layers. The first layer is where you define those concepts. It's called the definition. Once you define, then you should know how to put forth that definition. Often it is called how to derive that definition. First you define, then you derive that definition, mostly using mathematical tools, using mathematics, right? For example, you define something which is called momentum or force or energy or electrostatic field. You define this term with some English words or with some description, right? Now, defining that in a qualitative term is not sufficient. You must put that idea using a mathematical equation. That's called derivation, right? So when you say what is momentum, you can define momentum in a variety of ways. If someone says that momentum is mass into velocity, is not the definition of momentum. The definition of momentum is that it's a physical quantity which gives an idea of the amount of motion in an object or in a particle. That's the definition, amount of motion. Well, how can you define this amount of motion mathematically? Then you come to the derivation part, which is mathematically momentum can be represented as the mass of object multiplied by the velocity of the object, right? 2 layers, definition and derivation. Once you define, once you derive, then you go into the details of how this equation is used to solve real life problems. Don't go to real life problems, the problems which are there in your textbook, right? First. Now, if you look any concept in these 3 layers, it will be very easy for you to connect the dots and you will not get overwhelmed with the topic, right? I gave you an example of a very simple physical quantity, which is momentum. Same holds for all the physical quantities you will study in your physics. And once you start doing the derivation of these physical quantities or representing these physical quantities in mathematical term, you will realize and you will discover the beauty of mathematics. And when you will solve the real life problems, or you are solving some problems like finding the force when momentum changes from one value to another value, you will see how this mathematics works as a tool to hold the concepts or to use the concept in a way that you can find meaningful insights into things which is happening around you. I hope this video is useful to you, and always remember definition, derivation, and then application. Definition, define it using its characteristic in a qualitative way, derive it in a quantitative way, use mathematics, then you apply this definition and derivation and play around with the laws of nature. And welcome to physics.